Stadium. We've reached week 9 of the EA Sports college football season. Contenders, pretenders, starting to separate. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the Arkansas Razorbacks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Hey guys, Georgia's head coach told me pregame, this is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Arkansas's offense that has the first possession of the game. And A.J. Hill will be running the show. What a game he had last time out. 3 touchdowns, better than 200 yards, leading his team to victory. Running inside. It's Lindsey. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Buys a little time. He'll pull it down and run. He hits the slide, and he's got enough to convert that 3rd down. And the Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to move them on the counter. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Hill. Finds his man. It's Watkins. And he picks up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. The Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. Pressure coming. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
And I like the job by this defense. Seeing the play action, reading it, reacting to run, and then you got to convert to a pass rush. They do a really good job of it. Get to the quarterback and hit him as he's throwing the football.
Keeps it on the option. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. The Bulldogs offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And here comes Marcel Reed. He was sacked 4 times and threw a couple of interceptions last time out. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Deafening noise. Reed trying to cut through it. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
That's going to be the challenge for this offense tonight, is holding up against this pass rush. They are one of the best defenses in the entire nation because of their ability to get pressure on the quarterback. They're going to have to do a much better job tonight protecting their guy, or they've got no shot.
They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Throwing Reed. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Makes a deep grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
On the move from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Wants to throw. It's Hill. Pocket breaking down. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Russell. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. Looking to throw for it. Makes the grab. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Razorbacks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. With the draw, it's Lindsey. Could be an alley. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for room. It's Russell. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Flips it out on the screen. Lowers another broken tackle. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Razorbacks, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the right. A strike downfield. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
You know, games have ebbs and flows to them, and good things happen and bad things happen, but everything is going this offense's way on this drive. This thing has been textbook. Really nice cadence by the play caller. He's mixing in different looks, keeping this defense on their heels. They have just matriculated the football down the field in control, and now they're in the red zone. This offensive drive has been really impressive.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Extending the play. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up 1 on the play.
And I tell you what, he drops back to pass, nothing really open, tries to scramble, but now because he got a little bit more yards, Is this maybe decision time on 4th and goal, down by more than a field goal? This might be time to go for it.
To throw, it's Hill. And down he goes. A sack on 4th down, and the defense gets the football back. They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make a miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Fires to the wideout. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Going downfield for the big play. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. They're going to get another chance after throwing the ball away. That roughing the passer call quite fortuitous for this offense. Final play of the quarter coming. And the pass falls incomplete, and we are through 1 quarter. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The run inside. It's Lindsey. Gain of 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Jackson gonna throw it. Here comes the heat. Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
On target to the left. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Play fake, Reed. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Reed. Safe completion on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And guys, they got the completion, but nothing productive to show for it. 3rd and long coming up. Making side adjustments here. to the air again. Here's the pressure. He's sacked. This defense all over him. Georgia lining up to cut it away. That first punt was a beauty. They'd take another one just like it. Takes it on the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The Arkansas offense heads onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Off play action on first down. He'll take the deep shot. He's got it at the 20. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. They'll throw it from the red zone. Swings it out to his running back. Breaks into the open. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. And the Razorbacks will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, more points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And the extra point was good. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the second. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that path.
Snags it, and he's open. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Reed on the play action. Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
They're working that left side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. They'll line up for a second down play. Reed. Just a little off. Incomplete. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Again, it's Reed. Under fire. Another incompletion on third down. Georgia sends out the punt team. His punt is blocked. Picks it up. He'll try and run it back. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And you got to get penetration right away on these punt blocks. They get penetration, get in the backfield, get right in the punter's lap, get their hands on it, and then guess what? Now it's a live football. They scoop it up. They take it all the way back to the house.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Here's Reed to throw. Fires left. It's complete. Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34. The Bulldogs in a good spot here with second and short. Dropping back, it's Reed. Quarterback adapted. He's going to take off. He got just enough to move the sticks, and that'll set him up with a first down after the 2-minute timeout. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Bringing the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
Well, that's their third sack. We knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front. And they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
The Razorbacks take their first time out. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second. Now, gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. They boot it away. He'll field the punt and take it back. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Plows through the defense.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Looking downfield, it's Hill. takes it on the shovel. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Wants to go right back downfield. Under fire. Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. The Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. From out of his own end zone, that thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? Send the tight end in motion. Play fake, Marcel Reed. Shoots it to the left. Makes a connection. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Throwing Reed. He's got his man. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air, it's Reed. The quick out. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
And now over to your game in Fayetteville. This offense just continues to find a way to make big plays. No death by 1,000 cuts today. They are consistently gaining chunks of yardage, and it's reflected there on the scoreboard.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Play action with Reed. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down. They can They don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Running inside. It's Lindsey. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
And the Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on 3rd down.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
It's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I love the run game down here. I love being able to give it to a back and be able to trust him. Listen, he doesn't have any touchdowns on the season, so I know he's wanting to punch one in, and down here, giving me the opportunity. Let me prove myself, so I love the big fella getting the football.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. And the roar is reverberating throughout this stadium as the defense has them pinned deep. Fighting off the defender. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Now here's Reed. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Makes the catch. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Now, don't forget, and I'm sure he hasn't, he had one blocked earlier. He gets a block. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. They'll go to the counter. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Hill. Pocket breaking down. Hit as he throws. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The Razorbacks with the 1st and 10. They want to run this quarterback. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And he was virtually unblockable on that play. You know, it reminds me of seeing the highlights of my partner here, David Pollock, a guy that doesn't like to talk about his own greatness, so I'll do it for him.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And the Razorbacks line up to punt it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Catch is made at the 15. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. Play fake, Reed. Throwing right. He's got it. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. Here comes the heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
The offense obviously trailing here in the second half. They're going to have to be able to throw the football effectively to come back in this game, but in order for that to happen, they have got to do a better job up front blocking.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
Reed. They've got the screen set up. Turning it on. The 20. He's at the touchdown Bulldogs. Once he got some room, it was over. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Russell. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Hill. Firing deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
Thanks to grab. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They decline the... for pass interference, and they'll stand on the results of the play. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking to throw on first down. Caught. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The Razorbacks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Off the play fake. It's on target and complete. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Big play on the catch. It'll be enough to move the change, but there is a man still down on the field. And the Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. He'll try the left side. Across the 35. There's a crease. Touchdown, Arkansas! They take the lead with the 6. So a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And man, did he find a way to close with that 48-yard run for 6. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Wants to adjust the pattern. Reed. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Well, they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Dropping back, it's Reed. The throw to the outside is complete. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Rushes on him. Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So the final period starts with a second down play. Reed on the play action. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some first downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. Here's Reed to throw. Here's the pressure. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Wants to keep it in the air. Finds his tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Clock stops momentarily as there is an injured Bulldog on the play. The Dogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Might be changing the route. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Stepping to the right. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds. As long as it passes the line of scrimmage, we go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Reed to the air again. Unloads to the wideout. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. The run inside. It's Russell. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Hill. Oh, they're after him. Finds his big tight end. Out of bounds at the 22, and just like that, they're out of trouble. It's 1st down from their own 23-yard line. Handoff from the gun. Runs through a tackle. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Unleashes one. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Cover guys do their job and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Here on the Georgia sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarter.
Makes the catch, and he's free.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
Just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too, because of what you just said, David. They can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. Running inside, it's Russell. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Lindsey. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Arkansas! With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to to a 7-1 record.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
He'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was
going to take a shot. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second. Now it's 3rd down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
In the gun, 3rd down, Reed. Under fire. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. And they'll get him down after a solid return. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. Makes the grab, got some room, entered to the goal line. Hunt down Razorbacks. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy, you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number 1 for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
So the PI penalty cost the defense 15 and a fresh 1st down for the Oak. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Throwing Reed. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Floating away. He'll pull it down. Took care of it himself. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he...
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 30.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
Rolling right and going deep. Leaping grab for a big gain. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. To the air on first down. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Got it right in the heart of the end zone. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Tight end now in motion. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Sweet little juke, and he's going to wind up picking up 8. A mere 4 seconds after the clock stopped for the 2-minute timeout, the defense gets it stopped again, trying to get the ball back. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. Hands it off on the counter. Snowed under by the defense. No wasted time as the defense uses a timeout here. 1:54 left to play. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Final timeout taken by the Bulldogs. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. They'll try to get the first through the air. Tight end getting vertical. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you.
Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Short throw is complete, and he'll grab it, step out of bounds, and pick up the first down. Georgia going up tempo.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late. This passing situation, trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O.
Wide 80. 14's the mic. 14's the mic. Hey. 4 down.
And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Consecutive L's, a hat trick of losses, and as a result, you can take their hat out of the ring for most of their goals.
Yep, most of their goals are done, and listen, I don't know what they do really well. This is bad. 3 losses in a row, it's not good. They got to figure something out, but it's a long season still. There's still a lot of room to find some positive, Jesse. Maybe throughout the way, there's going to be something happens that's positive.
So you're saying there's a chance. I like it. Always positive. Glass half full, Dave. Listen, I don't think they can fix everything in one game. I think this team needs to go back to the drawing board. They need to focus on one specific
two get together, you know the spirits are going to be flowing, the intensity will be high, and these two will be ready to write another chapter in their storied rivalry. Welcome to Raymond James Stadium, the big pirate ship in Tampa, Florida. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the Florida Gators. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rose, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Guys, I have checked in with the Bulldogs head coach. He said these kind of matchups are always fun when he's going against a former Nick Saban assistant. As you know, they have a pretty famous text chain of guys who came up under coach. They have some similarities, but they have some differences. What I do know, it's always a good game when these guys match up. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. So Georgia's offense will have the football first. The Dogs able to hunker down and get out with a close win the last time they saw the Gators.
Yeah, and anytime you get a win in Jacksonville, anytime you beat Florida, it's a success. It doesn't matter if it's by 100 or if it's by 1. Georgia fans know how much this means to them, and so do these players.
Yeah, you know, they call this game the world's largest cocktail party. The energy in the stands is just completely different. That's something David and I obviously have experienced before. And after that Georgia win last year, man, those Bulldogs...
Fires one high and deep. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Bringing it back. He's at the 30. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
What a dream opening drive for this defense, man. You want to create some negative plays, create some energy. They do just that. They create the turnover. They set their offense up. Got even a little bit of a return with it, but that's a dream start for this defense.
Great place to start for this offense. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Dickens. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the back. Eli Holstein to throw. On target over the middle. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. The option, the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Motion from the wideout. Back to throw, it's Holstein. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. Play fake, Marcel Reed. Looking left. Complete downfield. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. They'll run play action. Moving out to the right. Throwing on the run. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. These two first met back in 1915, and for much of their histories, they've been sleeping giants. But man, when they wake up, do they wake up?
Well, two programs, obviously, with a lot of history and a lot of great players in the past, but I feel like because of the recent success of both George...
He hurls one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. Trying to pick up a first down. From the gun on third down, Reed. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Florida! And what a turn of events is this defense. Gets the pick six.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Reed. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. They'll give to Frazier. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Looking for a man. It's Reed. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. And the Dogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Play action with Reed. They get to him as he throws. Both of you guys played in this rivalry. Jesse, what's your most impactful memory?
My senior year, 1st and 1 on the goal line, and the Bulldogs had Marcus Stroud and Richard Seymour, 2 first-round picks at D-tackle. Coach Spurrier called Red Snoopy, which was a quarterback snake. I didn't get it. He called it again on 2nd down. I didn't get it. Called it again on 3rd down. I didn't get it. On 4th down, he subbed our running back who came in the huddle and says, Red Snoopy, jump over the top, idiot. And we scored a touchdown.
That is great. That is phenomenal.
Again, it's Reed. He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Marcel Reed to throw for it on 4th. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it. week and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down, you shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Well, the quarterback.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On the run, it's Dickens. Doesn't find any room whatsoever here late in the half. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. The Bulldogs take their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye that full Gator head, let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look in on Purdue, taking on the number 9 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he and Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Finds the tight end. He goes out of bounds right at midfield. And the Bulldogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll move the wide receiver. The give, running right, it's Frazier. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Third and short from the 49 is this 4-down territory. Frazier again. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to tuck and hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Let's see what they dial up on this 4th down. Remember, they're 1 for 2 so far in this one. And he's tackled at the line of scrimmage, and the defense holds. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. Here's Holstein to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Give to the big fullback. They'll give him 3 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 7. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. And the gun on 3rd down. Here's Holstein. How about that catch and toe tap to get the 1st down? The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for space. It's Dickens. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
The defender crossed the line a little bit too early. It's a free 5 yards for the offense. So that penalty will give this offense a little boost. Here comes 2nd and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Holstein. Looking down the middle. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. No good. Missed opportunity with the field goal, and the deficit is still 15. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They'll keep it on the ground to the right.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Bringing the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Well, a big key for the defense coming into this game was could they impact this guy when he drops back to pass. We all know he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in all of college football. And they weren't sure, honestly, if they were even going to be able to get him to the ground. They just wanted him to get rid of the football earlier than he needed to. But that time, in the second half, they come away with their first sack of the game, and that is going to be a big shot in the arm for this defense.
Wants to return it. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Throwing, Holstein. Pulls it in, it's Stockton. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Gators in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Fires complete on the crosser. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. New set of downs after the completion. Gets the back moving. Back to throw, it's Holstein. Fires it incomplete.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
First down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. Eli Holstein to throw. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wilson's got it. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Offense in an empty set. From the gun on 3rd down, Holstein. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. And it slips just inside that right upright. They're hanging around here. Leads down to 12.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Bulldogs sideline, there is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start. They've got the lead, and he has performed well. No big surprise. He is their guy, and he is showing that leadership down here today. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Reed. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. With a third down play. On the gun, on third down, it's Marcel Reed. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. They go play action with Holstein. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34. And the Gators racing to the line in the hurry up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Defense there before he could really get going. He was a whirling dervish. A lot of work for that 4-yard gain. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's got it again. They'll give him one to the 28-yard line.
How about this defense rising to the challenge? Focal point number 1, stopping the great running back. Check. How do we do it? Being physical at the line of scrimmage, getting off blocks, not missing a lot of tackles. They have checked all of those boxes and shut this dude down.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to...
Hauls it in, the first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. formation takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The run inside. It's Dickens. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Here's Holstein to throw. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. Needs it to keep this drive alive. He never had a chance, never came close to converting that 4th down. Great job by this defense. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. A long way to go for this offense. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Play fake, Reed. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go.
Well, they tried to go play action on that one to see if they could freeze the defense, but job getting to the quarterback, not being fooled by it, forcing the incompletion.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Fakes to grab.
Well, I like the idea by the quarterback on that throw. He's just trying to spit it out to the perimeter quickly and give this guy a chance to advance it, but the accuracy was terrible on that one. That was a circus-type catch for 0 gain.
He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Holstein makes the catch. It's Wilson. There he goes. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
Caught in the backfield, it's Dickens. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Gators headed quickly to the line. Holstein from the gun on 3rd down. Going to try to get it ball is loose. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. Gashing the knee on the right. Knocked down, but not before he gets the 1st down after recovering the fumble. Holstein dances away. Touchdown Gators! And here they come, almost all the way back. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. He'll start this drive firing. Quickly out to the tight end. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. The give on the counter. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. This is as big a play as we've had in this game. 3rd down and 3. They'll try to run for it. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Two-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Georgia sends out the punt team. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. Eli Holstein to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to run it. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. This offense will start doing business from their own 18-yard line on 1st down. Short gain on the play before he slides. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Back to pass, it's Holstein. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Lined up in the gun, 3rd down, Eli Holstein. Quarterback slides, and he's got enough for the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line.
It's the 4th quarter. Every second counts, right? It's a one-possession game. We're chasing the QB. He scrambles around. Does such a great job.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
Nice job by this defense, pinning their ears back, getting to the quarterback, creating the sack. But look at this offense. They aren't deterred. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Here's Holstein to throw. Hauls it in.
Man, that clock is ticking, so
They pretty much have to keep the offense on the field, and they'll get right to the line of scrimmage. Holstein to throw for it on 4th. Makes one man miss. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Pressure coming. Got out of trouble and throws. Got his man on the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Last chance coming up. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. Another chapter of this rivalry in the books, and this one goes to the Dogs, who hunkered down and took out the Gators. That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. that everyone points to when asked what makes a good or classic rivalry in college football. The Scarlet and Gray against the Maize and Blue. Two diametrically opposed programs who will meet again to continue a rivalry that has had everything from Heisman statements to pepper spray at midfield. The old horseshoe, Ohio Stadium in Columbus, Ohio. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
The Buckeyes are never satisfied, even though this team went 12-2 last season, perfect in the Big Ten until the Big Ten championship loss to Indiana. Ryan Day knows the Buckeyes have something to prove. They have got to rebuild and reload after losing some top talent to the NFL, but they have got Jeremiah Smith, and he is the best player in the country. They can build around this superstar. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Buckeyes will kick off first, and here we go. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Michigan's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. Last time these two met, Ohio State didn't just fight that team across the field. They pretty much knocked them out, stomping Michigan.
Yeah, it was a heavyweight knockout, too. They were throwing haymakers right from the opening bell. We know that Ohio State recruits at such a high caliber, and they're consistently pumping guys into the NFL. First-round talent as well. Last year's game, all of their best players, they showed up with.
And Michigan had no answer, and now does Michigan have an answer this year? Because it's another talented Buckeye team. Every year you're going to play the Buckeyes, they're going to be talented. Michigan has to make the game physical. Michigan has to play their brand of football if they want to change the outcome.
They feed him again. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. Fourth down, Underwood. Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Looking for a crease. It's Marshall. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Underwood. Looking to the big tight end. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Keeps it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Underwood to throw for it on 4th. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Sayin on the play action. Coming out aggressively. He's got it. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Buckeye!
This guy is so dangerous because of his speed. He can take the top off the defense, and he did it right there on the post. Great arm talent, getting the throw out in front of him. It didn't matter how many DBs they had deep on that one. I don't think they could have stopped.
setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. We'll see if... failed fourth down in their own end last time. David sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Underwood on the play action. Got his man. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here's Underwood to throw. He wants to take the top off. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Again, it's Underwood. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He's got him. Still running at the 40. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. The Wolverines have this offense rolling. Calls his own number. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we're running. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Right down the middle. Got his man. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Escapes the pressure going right. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get. This next down more manageable.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. This quarterback, part of their running game. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The Wolverines pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. He might want another play. On the move. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Really nice job by the safety on that play, deep in their own end. They were ready for the quarterback run, and he was spying him the entire time. As soon as he saw the QB take off, he was able to rally to him and make a nice tackle.
He'll take it himself. And a short gain here in the 1st quarter will come to a close. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Pulls it again on the option. He is stopped well short of the 1st down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there.
Decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
Bryce Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on 4th down.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
This offense starts deep in a hole. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Makes the grab on the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Using his legs, it's Jackson. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, how about that defense on the snap? They are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Saying from the gun on third down. And they can't make the play on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw. That's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
And the Buckeyes decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Had to hurry the punt a bit, but gets great distance. He's got great speed, and he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive points.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Offense changing the play. Just going to keep it after the snap. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Underwood. Fires to the tight end. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Back to throw, it's Underwood. Unloads it left. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there. How many times you think they're going to run that one back in film study? Don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. That's a penalty, that's a penalty, that's a penalty. It'll be a long film study for him. Looking downfield on 1st down. This time it's complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10.